Ranked matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Northwestern Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
And the Wolverines are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis will throw. Pulls it in. It's Hester. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
On the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who made a sure tackle. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged out of the air. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. The Wolverines are on the move. Looking to throw again. The throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And on that 3rd down, that play is set up to beat man-to-man coverage. You see the receiver, the ball gets thrown out in front of him, and he's able to get away from the defender, make some people miss, use the speed, setting up 1st and goal.
He's going for the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So the Northwestern Wildcats offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Shoots it to the left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but he got work done on the ground, picking up 6 to the 23. And the Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Looking to throw, it's Gray. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Hester. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Morgan. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Complete to the left. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The give to the back. Takes his man miss. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Davis looking to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Marsh. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Snap's going to come from the 23 on first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Wide open downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
They're going to run it. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the effort by the defense. The last play, gain of no yards. This play, they get a sack. They're playing excellent defense right now up against their own goal line.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Had nowhere to go with that one, had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. He splits the uprights. They're up by a touchdown here in the first.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the run from inside his own 5. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to the ground game on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Back to throw, it's Gray. Under fire. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the ground with the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Bringing the heat. Took care of it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with the lone back. At the 35, he's loose. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. He'll pull it on the read. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Now on 2nd down and short. Here's the handoff. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Here's a heat. Pressure coming. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That defense was not fooled at all. Kind of a running situation, right? A lot of times you go for it on 4th down, and it's already 3rd and 2 or 3 yards. Defense wasn't fooled, did a great job pinning their ears back, getting the quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Set to kick this one.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson with the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Leaves it with the running back. Can't get him to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Oh, they're after him. Finds his man. It's Covey. Good tackle there to stop him short of the 1st down. It'll bring up a big decision. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Northwestern will have to punt it away. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Davis will throw. He's got him. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. New set of downs after the completion. The toss to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. Give to the running back. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long. Try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the 1st time. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He's got it on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49. Northwestern right back to the line. To the air, it's Gray. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. Reads it, fires complete.
I like getting these slant throws early and getting some completions because you're setting up the slant and go. Later in the game, the quarterback can pump the slant route and then hit him up the sideline for a big gain.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Under fire. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. He's got it and still on his feet. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. On fourth down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, and the attempt is no good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Turning it on. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Northwestern wants to go quickly.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Well, the defense knew coming into the second half here they were going to have to crank up the pass rush, right? They've got the lead. They're going to be seeing this quarterback drop back. How can you affect him? You've got to win up front one-on-one and get home, and they did there on third down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Yeah, and man, you talk about being down at the half. What's one thing I need to do? I got to protect my quarterback. In the first series here now, you're getting your quarterback hit and taken to the ground. This offense has to protect that dude at all costs.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. From the shotgun, the inside give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. It'll be third and long. They go to the ground. He's not going to have enough for the first down. Had to get it to the 35, and now a tricky fourth down decision coming. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the third time tonight. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Right back to the well. Nifty run there. Pickup of 6 out to the 25. Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. To the air, it's Gray. Makes the grab. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. And the Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the tailback. Across the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Caught on the outside, it's Covey. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. Off-play action on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw on third down. Got his man quickly. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. A strike downfield. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Wide receiver comes in motion. Just feeds the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Anderson. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats! That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And he tacks on the extra point. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Power football with the run. He has the first and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Davis looking to pass. He finds a soft spot in the middle. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Here's the pressure. That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Hansen.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Lost a throw on first down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Caught in the backfield, it's Farrell. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Catch in the middle, it's Farrell. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Hunt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll give it to the back. Makes it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. They're going to ride this running back. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Wolverines are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. quick release on the RPO. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative, use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Gray. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. They'll run play action. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He's got it. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Michigan. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You'd think that should do it now to get the win.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by 10 over Duke. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Gray. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up 2 and sacked at the 12.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Grab behind the line. It's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Leaves it with the back. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This kicker brags that he can kick an 80-yard field goal. He'll settle for a 59-yarder here. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Back to throw, it's Gray. Here comes the Heat. Fires downfield. He's open on the right. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught over the middle. It's Farrell. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Northwestern ready to dial one up on 1st down. Hand off from the shotgun.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Anderson with the carry. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. They're throwing for it on 4th down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the 1st down.
And that's a 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a 1st down.
Another 1st down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll try the left side. This time they stop him in the backfield, and that has been a rare sight in this game tonight. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. They'll go to the ground. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Splits the uprights. Good. And that will extend their lead even further.
That makes the score Michigan 35.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. His drive will open from the 15. Dropping back, it's Gray. Makes the grab, it's Farrell. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets it to the 23. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Back to pass on second down. He'll throw it. Caught close to the marker. It's Farrell. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.